Hello and welcome to SaltWire today for Thursday, April 27th. I'm your host, Kate Walker. Violence is on the rise in schools, according to Nova Scotia's Teachers Union. According to a recent NSTU survey taken by 2,534 members, 87% of teachers and educational specialists believe that school violence has increased since 2018. 92% of those who took the survey say they've witnessed violence firsthand at school, and 55% say they were the victim of violence or threats. The NSTU says teachers and school staff are often kicked, bit, hit, punched, threatened, and verbally abused, and that it has wrongfully become normalized. The online survey, which was conducted between March 27th and April 13th, 2023, the NSTU says it will be sharing the information from the survey with the province and wants to work with the government to try and find ways to decrease school-based violence and increase safety. The survey was conducted a week after 2 staff members were stabbed at Charles P. Allen High School, and many others were subject to lockdowns for threats of violence. The husband of a woman who died in the Cumberland County ER on New Year's Eve says Nova Scotia Health is not sharing the quality review into her death. Gunter Holthoff wants to know why his wife didn't get the care she needed at the Cumberland Regional Healthcare Centre ER before she died in extreme pain after waiting over 6 hours to see a doctor. Allison Holthoff's case was shared widespread as one of many concerns about Nova Scotia's ailing healthcare system. Following the 37-year-old's death, Nova Scotia Health carried out what it calls a quality review, interviewing staff at the hospital who worked that day, along with others who would have knowledge relevant to the incident. But nobody outside the health authority will get to see the report, and Holthoff still wants answers. He's launched a lawsuit against Nova Scotia Health and Dr. John Attia, the emergency room physician working the night of his wife's death. In responses filed with the court, both Attia and the health authority deny they or their staff did anything wrong. The Cormorant helicopter fleet used in Royal Canadian Air Force search and rescue missions will undergo a 3-year retrofit and upgrade program. Defense Minister Anita Anand was in Halifax for the announcement today. The retrofit program has been primarily subcontracted to IMP Aerospace near the Halifax airport. This will significantly upgrade the fleet's navigation and communications capabilities.
It's significant not just for the capabilities of the Canadian Armed Forces, especially in terms of search and rescue. But it's also important because of the economic contributions, $79 million annually to Canadian GDP and supporting 650 jobs annually for Canadian companies over a 12-year period.
The announcement today piggybacked on a December announcement by the minister of a $1.68 billion contract awarded to Leonardo UK Ltd to retrofit the existing 13 Cormorant aircraft in the Canadian fleet and to acquire additional frames and parts to add an additional 3 Cormorant helicopters. It was announced today that the initial 3 helicopters will be built or retrofitted at Leonardo's UK facility with IMP personnel on board across the Atlantic to learn on the job and then have the additional 13 helicopters modified at the IMP facility. The retrofit project will be done from 2026 through 2028 with delivery of the aircraft by 2029. An update to a story we told you about recently. The art installation in Point Pleasant Park by NSCC students has since been vandalized. Part of the Resident Grounds exhibit we first showed you last week, featuring art and statues, has been destroyed. The students say they're not surprised, but they're also sad to have something they worked on for months be destroyed in just 2 days. Modeled after the historic Prince of Wales Tower located in the southwest region of the park, the ceramic miniature was one of 12 sculptures placed around the site. They were meant to be in the park until May 25th. Another painting was also vandalized. In a statement from the Municipal Public Affairs Advisor, it says, quote, "While there are reported incidents of vandalism at Point Pleasant Park throughout the year, serious incidents resulting in significant damage are uncommon. As a shared public space, we encourage all residents to treat municipal parks with respect to ensure they remain safe and enjoyable for all residents." 3 students from the Nova Scotia Community College Truro campus partnered with Campus Security and Elevate Her to create an app that they hope will decrease human trafficking and potentially save lives. SaltWire's Brendan Creamer has more on Safety Net, which is now available on Google Play and will soon arrive to the App Store.
Students at the Nova Scotia Community College in Truro have developed an app to help prevent human trafficking and violence. Available on the Google Play Store and soon the Apple Store, SafetyNet can send an alert to safe contacts if the user finds himself in trouble. While registration isn't open yet, student Brandon Roy gave a demonstration of the app. Pressing the play button on the timer menu will send a notification out to safe contacts within 6 seconds. The send button will instantly send a notification out without delay. Roy explains how simple it is to add a contact.
And it also, you can add a contact manually or existing contacts, but that's going to have my contacts.
This is Brendan Creamer in Truro with the SaltWire Network.
It's time now for a glimpse of today's Thinking Out Loud with Sheldon McLeod. Today, Sheldon is speaking with Janet Hazelton, who was re-elected as president of the Nova Scotia Nurses Union, a position she's held for 21 years.
And here's your annual convention and the election that just happened. And again, congratulations. How has that role changed for you since 2002?
I think in 2002, we had a shortage, but it was nowhere near what it is today. The work-life balance has been an issue over the years, but it's nowhere near what it is today. So I think the shortage, I think COVID really highlighted the shortage. The good thing is, or the thing that I'm most optimistic about, we always knew it as unions, we always knew it as nurses, but now we know that our governments, both federally and provincially, they know it too. And they know it's a competitive market. That's why the bonuses and other things are happening. So I think we've got the attention of governments, we've got the attention of the public, and we're optimistic that good things are going to come from this attention.
And for Sheldon's full conversation, head to the opinion section of saltwire.com. Time now for the Atlantic Sports Wire, presented by Scott Squires.
Osavian Buckner is originally from Texas, but right now he's living in Truro, Nova Scotia, playing for the Truro Tide. Osavian, thanks for joining us on the Atlantic Sports Wire. How are you enjoying living in and around Truro and playing for the Tide?
It's a great experience. We're a great group of guys. Everybody's been welcoming since day one, as far as, plays and as far as telling me where grocery stores are at. We all just help each other, and I think that's what's helped us been so successful so far.
Yeah, and this team has been successful, undefeated so far, albeit early in the regular season, but still a 0 in the loss column. Mm-hmm. Other than what you just said, what has been a couple of keys for this team to gel together and to have such early success?
I think we're just dedicated to holding ourselves to a higher standard. It doesn't matter if we're up by 20 or we're down by 5. We always try to continue to play better. It doesn't matter who's in the game. So accountability is probably our number one driver for our success.
To hear my full chat with Osavian, check out the video tab at saltwire.com and our SaltWire YouTube channel. In Halifax, I'm Scott Squires for the Atlantic Sports Wire.
Thank you, Scott. On to weather now. To see what's coming up in the forecast, we're going to check in now with our weather specialist, Alistair Alders.
Thanks, Kate. Well, not a nice day out here today compared to the last several. We had light showers and drizzle. It was very damp today, but the rain activity certainly not beneficial for the dry conditions that we have been experiencing this month. Now, there is a bit more sunshine to talk about before rain returns to the forecast. This evening, we'll continue to have a chance of showers or drizzle with the temperature near 6 degrees and starting near 3 on your Friday morning with mainly sunny skies. Mainly sunny throughout the day on our Friday with a high of 16 degrees, a bit cooler closer to the water and directly along the coast, Peggy's Cove, Terrence Bay, closer to 8 degrees where winds will blow on shore. Now, the sunshine will be hanging around as we go into the upcoming weekend. Sun with some high clouds on Saturday and likely Sunday too. The timing of our next system is still a bit uncertain, but I am expecting some showers to develop late Sunday to early Monday. Of course, May arrives on Monday and we'll be starting the new month unsettled. We do have some rain in the forecast for early to mid next week, and I know we hate to say goodbye to the sunshine, but great to see a bit of rain to help alleviate these very dry conditions that we have been experiencing for the past several weeks. Kate.
Thank you, Alistair. That's all for now. For more extended video and full online articles, stay tuned to saltwire.com, and you can find us on social media. I'm your host, Kate Walker. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.